Good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this webinar. I am Akash Goel, brand lead at AI Certs. Today, I'll be moderating today's session, and the session topic is from AI investment to business impact: why workforce readiness is becoming a strategic priority. So, across the GCC, training organizations keep hearing the same request from clients. Can you help us with the AI training? The demand is real, and there's a gap feeling that that ask informally and having a structured credential offering ready to deliver. So that's what today's session is about. Quickly on what we'll cover today: the AI training requests GCC enterprises are bringing to their partners, how to turn those inquiries into a structured repeatable certification program, how the AI certs ATP model gives you a full portfolio LMS and the marketing support from day one, and real growth examples from partners already live in the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the wide GCC. So it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today, Mr. Rajat Seth. He is Sales Operations Manager at AI Certs. So Rajat brings extensive experience driving revenue growth, optimizing sales processes, and building strategic partnerships across diverse markets. At AI Certs, he plays a very key role in expanding partner relationships and helping organizations capitalize on the growing demand of AI certifications and workforce development. So, bringing a sharp perspective on channel development and market expansion. So, with that, I'll just over this session to hand over this session to Rajat. Rajat, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Akash. Hi, everyone. So, see, the agenda for this session today, Akash has already talked about it, that how the training providers can turn the Middle East investment momentum into verified workforce. We will talk a little in detail about how are these opportunities going, how can we capture these opportunities and explore further, especially in the Middle Eastern market. So the investment, to start with, when we talk about the investment, is translating into enterprise workforce readiness demand. Now, in especially in the Middle East, when we talk about, the investment is definitely translating into enterprise workforce. Now, when I especially talk about AI certs, we have a vision where we want to certify 1 billion learners, and especially in an enterprise, when you go and pitch, when you talk about different departments that we have across in an enterprise, we we have 70 plus certifications that are available, which can practically go ahead and cater to all visible departments. Let's say, for example, HR, finance, sales, marketing. And on the other side, if I have to talk about the technical side, uh, I would say rather it's cloud engineering, it's data, it's cybersecurity. We have certifications that are available for all. How the Vision 2030 priorities are making a workforce readiness a measurable business priority. Now, that's when we are, that's what we are looking at. That's exactly what we will explore today. Where enterprise and public sector training budgets are flowing in 2026, why the winning providers all have one thing in common: verified workforce capability, and how actually AI certs can help the Middle East workforce readiness opportunity gain faster. So the government and AI enterprise investment is already creating urgent demand for workforce readiness. Now, we all know, you know, the government has come up in, especially in the GCC region when we talk about, you know, all across, the government has come up with something that's available, where the public sector and the government employees are getting free training on AI, the free upskilling on AI. Well, now that's a great initiative. And owing to this initiative that the government sector has already taken from its end, we are adding a layer of where, the foundational level of AI that is being taught. We are adding a layer of what can be added at a advanced level. Let's say, for example, there are a lot of public sector domains where people don't know the basics of AI. Today, in this world where we live, people are using chat GPT, instead of a Google Chrome, or rather, where they are trying to look for basic information. Now, that's exactly what we are. Now that's the level of awareness we are trying to create. That how different, uh, different when we use different tools, how they can add value, what they bring in across into different and multiple industries, and what is the value addition when you go to an advanced level of certification. What kind of value addition it brings in adding the the kind of proficiency that we are looking at to add to our day-to-day job roles. That's exactly what is important here. Workforce readiness is becoming a more important hiring and upskilling priority. Now that's exactly what is important here. Do you have the right kind of skill to get hired into a role that you desire? That's the kind of opportunity. That's the kind of players the employers are looking at. AI certification is also becoming a stronger trust signal in enterprise and MEA government buying decisions. Why? Because AI is reducing the effort, the time, and the manual intervention that was being highlighted or being utilized earlier is being now reduced to half the effort of what it used to take earlier. And that's exactly what we are going to talk about a little more in detail. What is the real question here? You know, what separates providers winning Middle East workforce readiness deals? How do you measure the workforce readiness versus the AI tool access? Now, there are thousands of tools which are available into the market where you can get equipped with knowledge which is freely available on the internet. But what is the value addition that they bring in? Do they bring in the real value that we are looking at, or is it just that we are going ahead and looking at a tool which can probably add some value to us? That's exactly what we need to ask, what we need to evaluate. What is preventing organizations from turning AI investment into measurable business impact? And are your teams equipped with validated role based? Very important question, also. Sorry. Very important question. Are all the teams in a corporate setup equipped completely into role based AI skills? How do governments ensure responsible, workforce ready, and compliant AI adoption? What is exactly the real question that we are looking at? The real question is that that definitely that is the readiness that we are looking at. Is it there or is it not there? Are we still struggling to do manual jobs that we look at? Especially if somebody told me 3 years ago that a sales and a finance person, a finance and an HR person could get upskilled on AI, I would be amazed. I would be shocked. But in today's time, it's a normal, it's a very very normal aspect that people are looking at. you know I'm talking particularly about these two departments. I see that there's a lot of data that gets involved in the HR department, in the finance department. They play with a lot of numbers. That's exactly that their job role is all about. And upskilling on AI for a finance guy, for a finance personnel, that would be shocking for me. It would have, if I would have thought about it 3 or 4 years ago. But today, I think the kind of manual effort that they used to put in, for creating a report, even a project manager for that matter, it has reduced to half the timeline of what they used to do earlier. Now, looking at the UAE AI Strategy 2031, AI investment integrated across government services, national workforce readiness. Now, as I spoke about earlier, also that we are already looking at the strategy which is being introduced by the government for the government side. Uh, 1 second, please. I'm so sorry. Now we are already looking at that's the strategy that's been introduced in UAE, where all the government and government sector and the private and the public sector is being, uh, you know, is being introduced to AI free of cost. Strong enterprise pull across financial services, energy, and logistics. National AI investment directly funding the workforce readiness at skill. Now, when we talk about the national AI investment, especially in the Saudi, that's what they're looking at by 2030. What exactly are we looking at here? We're looking at the entire workforce across multinationals or probably the corporates, not only the government sector or the public sector, be AI ready. That's exactly what is important. Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, and wider GCC. Now, if we talk about again these regions, also the capability has the role-based AI capability across every sector has been prioritized. The public sector AI adoption has also been creating workforce readiness. Why? Because that is something that's the key focus in the coming years that we look at. The AI investment and the digital transformation is something that the government is completely emphasizing for for a particular single reason, that people should be able to use AI to the fullest, to their best of the advantage, in order to reduce the manual hours that they've been, putting in completing their day-to-day tasks. I think that is what is exactly important. 75% of the Middle East employees have used AI in their roles in the past 12 months. Now that's an exorbitant number, and it looks amazing. And I think that indicates that we are completely moving towards adoption of AI. 32% of the Middle East employees use Gen AI tools, ChatGPT, DALL-E. Now, these tools, see, ChatGPT is usually mistaken for, that we put a prompt and we get the desired response. Yes, we do that. But do we know what kind of a prompt is to be put in ChatGPT to get the right kind of result? ChatGPT is not hit and trial. Okay, maybe I'll try this, something will come out. Maybe I'll try another prompt, something, maybe it will give me more accuracy. We need to know how to design and craft a prompt to get the right kind of result. That's exactly what it is about. By late 2024, nearly 60% of the Middle Eastern firms reported fast AI adoption. It's been growing rapidly, but only 14 to 28% had scaled AI across business functions. Now, looking at where we were in 2024 to where we have reached today, 75% of the Middle East employees. Now, that's, as I said, is a huge number that we're looking at. The opportunity is longer in AI awareness, is no longer in AI awareness. It is basically helping the organizations turn the AI investment into verified workforce. Now, if we would have talked about, I'll give you a very small example. If I would have talked about creating a PowerPoint presentation, probably a year ago, I would still be working on a PPT, or maybe year and a half ago, creating a PowerPoint, collecting the information, collecting content from everywhere. But today, we have Claude, we have Gamma, we have Claude, we have tools like these where a PowerPoint presentation with the right kind of content, and the content can be in the most raw format. The presentation can be created within a couple of minutes. One basic example of what value addition AI can bring in, and what readiness is exactly what we are looking at. The winning providers finding Middle East enterprise AI training budget right now, understanding AI concepts. So AI literacy for all employees. It starts from a basic level, moves up to the advanced level. I just spoke about the same. So if somebody who has no knowledge about AI, let's say for example, we know nothing about AI, we start from a foundation level course, which is AI for everyone, or basic concepts which make us understand what what is basic AI, what AI can, what does AI do, how does it help different industries and different lines of businesses. Then responsible AI and ethics, very important aspect to AI. And then we come to the prompting basics and safe usage, where again, as I mentioned, do we know how to put the right kind of prompts to get the desired results. Applying, moving to AI fluency for business and functional teams, that's again, that comes to the, now the one that I talked about is AI literacy for all employees. It's a foundation level. Now we move to the basic level, applying AI tools in day-to-day workflows. Do we have the knowledge of the right kind of tools? Maybe I'm a project manager, I'm a product manager. Do I know the right kind of tool to be used to increase my productivity in my day-to-day job roles? That's exactly what I want to look at. That's exactly what I want to learn. Productivity and automation use cases now extremely important. Generative AI, if we when we talk about, which is the next level altogether, which goes into the execution part. Now, do we know how to automate? If let's say, for example, if I can create an agent for myself, and it becomes a little blend of the advanced level. But let me tell you, today AI has gone to a level where if I have to create an agent for myself who can write emails on my behalf, I don't have to do anything over there. For example, I just have to give the right prompt to the agent that, okay, send an email to my manager at 7 p.m. India time. It will absolutely do that for me, giving the agent the right kind of context, what kind of an email needs to be sent. That's the power of AI. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Data informed decision making. Then we have machine learning and data science for the mastery, for the specialists and the leaders. We have machine learning and data science, AI strategy and governance, integrating AI into business operations, into daily operations. For the leadership, decision making, a very important aspect that that creates takes the leader to a different level altogether. They are into a role, how to enhance their decision making, how can they use AI, the strategy that they would want to use, the governance for checking the processes implemented into the system, into the organization. The one thing winning Middle East providers have in common: verified workforce readiness. Now, enterprise increasingly requires certified AI competency in procurement decisions. Informal learning creates inconsistent workforce readiness and higher business services. Government and wants standardization, compliance, and measurable workforce readiness outcomes. Now, when we talk about informal learning, so learning comes in different ways. As I said, and I had mentioned it earlier, if I give you a free course, you'll do it at your own pace. You will probably might even take it for granted that, okay, I'll do it when I feel like, okay, I've learned enough, I don't want to take it ahead. But when there is a compliance check put on you when you are going through a course, or when a learner is going through a course, that you will have to give a final exam to get certified. And you get certified only when you've cleared it in the most appropriate and correct way. The learners, that is where the learners have a tendency to put their heart and soul. Now, because that's not informal learning, that is the best way of learning. Trusted validation, workforce benchmarking, compliance alignment, scalable enterprises, readiness, procurement ready recognition. So we have everything that takes. Who is winning the Middle East workforce readiness deals right now? Three forces: established partners already who have launched their courses. For example, AWS, Saka, Cisco partners adding AI training programs. Early movers captured the initial enterprise demand. Authorized partner. Now, when you become an authorized partner, that positioning gives the credible advantage. Why? Because you're getting already created, credible learning material to be delivered. Generic providers flood the market. Yes, absolutely. This is something I particularly believe in. That generic courses are it's a plethora of generic courses that are available in the market right now. We have so many of them that are there. There are AI boot camps and awareness programs that are happening. Commodity pricing and no differentiation. The generic programs are being compared to the AI certifications, while there is a huge difference there. Then we have race to the bottom on margins with no path to premium contracts. Enterprises rejecting both don't want just another generic AI awareness course because that does not add value. Giving generic information does not add value. It has to be role specific, job specific. It needs to it needs to showcase what readiness are we bringing when it comes to a particular job role. Certification validation for procurement approval, need compliance documentation and audit trials. Now, we follow the compliance. Our certifications follow the compliance of ISO. We follow a certain compliance of ISO 17024 2012, and we are ready to go. That's exactly how we say we are different. AI training budget is flowing across the Middle East into now it is flowing towards the corporate cohorts, government tenders, consulting and training blends, university partnerships, open calendar plus individual learners. There are so many public workshops that are happening, and there are learners who are certification seekers, self-paced learners. Then university partnerships, one of the best places to go ahead and establish and to have the best market where the students who are starting their graduation or completing their graduation are ready for the job market. Corporate cohorts, enterprise training programs, department-wide upskilling, procurement-led deals. Now, AI Cert's advantage is here that certified programs shorten the sales cycle. We already have, as I said, our programs, our certifications follow an ISO compliance, which means we are already there. The advantage in the government tenders contracts is these are government aligned certifications because they follow a compliance which is also recognized by the government. Vendor aligned certifications add credibility to consulting engagements. Absolutely. Why Middle East buyers are paying premiums for verified workforce readiness? The first one, if we talk about employees who are using unvetted tools, the biggest challenge, data privacy issues, untracked usage. Now, the certification, it solves the problem of AI governance. Basically, the governance or The tracking system, what tool are you using? Is it safe? Is it going to leak the data? Is it safe to use a certain tool? Will it bring in some sort of a virus or the data will be leaked? We cover all of that. The certification covers everything. Data breaches, incorrect model training, exposure, data set vulnerabilities. The certification is solving the entire issue of validated data security practices. Compliance failures, the biggest challenge right now. Fines, legal action. This again, as I said, we follow a compliance of ISO, IEC, and we are audit ready. Our certifications are audit ready. You're not going to sell an AI training. You're selling workforce readiness, risk mitigation, and the business impact that Middle East AI investment demands. That's exactly what you're going to do. Why providers building in house are missing the Middle East workforce readiness window now? Again, uh, this is something that I usually tell in most of the sessions that I've taken as webinars that the local providers would usually take around 3 to 6 months to develop the content module plus labs. Then there is the QA testing that happens. It goes up to a span of an year in setting up the entire platform, QA testing, everything. Now, when we talk about these certifications, the first 2 months, research market needs plus curriculum design, hire instructors. Month 13, finally launch, but the Middle East markets have already moved down. Now, the problem that we are facing, or that we in the Middle East market, the biggest challenge is by the time the local training providers are ready, the market has already moved on ahead. What happened while you built the enterprise deals were awarded to certified competitors already there in the market. The target clients already selected different vendors while you were still working on the project. Technology and best practices they evolved. Yes, in AI everything evolves faster. You've invested heavily with zero revenue to show. The providers who are winning across the Middle East are not building from scratch. They are launching with the proven infrastructure while others are still planning. That's exactly when I say we have market ready content that's available. It just needs to start getting delivered in an instructor led format. With us, you're ready to deliver in the second month itself, and do not have to be waiting for an entire year. And with the compliances that we follow at AI certs, it's market ready, it's compliant ready. What will a generic training get you? Price competition on every deal. We'll think about it. Typical sales behavior. We'll get back to you. We'll think about it. Losing to vendors and certifications in the government and enterprise. Thin margins if you win at all. One of the projects with no path to repeatable growth. No clear proof of AI workforce competency. Why? Because we did not work on that part. We had no idea about it. That's what a generic training model gets you. Now, similarly, on the other side, if you look at a verified capability training, premium pricing, compliance-led urgency, better performance in the region, healthier margins, a repeatable cohorts-based growth, clear auditable validation of workforce AI capability. Auditable validation, you have to give a final exam to get certified, is as simple as it gets. Generic trainings, they fill calendars. Yes, they do, no doubt about it. Verified capability only gets recognized, shortlisted, funded. And if I have to give you a figure, 320 billion AI economy is what we are looking at. Now, that's the biggest difference between a verified capability and generic training. As I already talked about it, let me go ahead and explain. Speed to the market, ready certification programs, no content development. Now, if you once you partner with AI certs, as I said, the content is already there. It's curated, it's created, it's go to market. Instructor network deployed very quickly. Launch first cohorts in weeks. As I said, fifth or the sixth week, and you are ready to go. We don't take funds. Platform and infrastructure ready from day one. The business model, healthy partner margins built into a model, premium pricing supported by certification validation, repeatable quarterly cohort structure, multiple revenue streams. You can approach an enterprise, you can approach an academic, you can approach universities and colleges, or you can also approach the government sector. The results are nothing but predictable and stable revenue. Now, if you look at the market credibility, if we talk about vendor aligned, hands-on practice on all the biggest platforms that you can ever think of: Microsoft, Cisco, AWS, OpenAI, global learner base and partner network, authorized partner positioning, recognized certification credentials. Now, when I talk about recognized certification credentials, we offer that. How do we offer that? Because we are verified. You can verify. We, it's it's blockchain verification that we give. You can scan the barcode and verify the certificate from anywhere. Win against boot camps and procurement evaluations. Now, regional scaling, multi-market ready for GCC expansion, compliance built in across UAE, Saudi, Qatar, all these regions. It's acceptable in the entire GCC market. Regional instructor coverage, tailored marketing and positioning. Absolutely. Scale across the region without rebuilding per market. We do not have to rebuild as per the market requirements because the course curriculum has been created considering and keeping the markets already in mind. So it's hence I say it's ready to go to the market as soon as possible. And as I said earlier, 6 weeks and you start selling and start making revenue. So you're not just getting the content, you're getting complete partnership infrastructure that removes any and every barrier to Middle East workforce readiness revenue. We have content which is always updated. Once in a quarter, the content update happens, it comes directly into the LMS. The learners don't have to look for any kind of updates anywhere, it will come directly into the LMS itself once the learner enrolls. We update every quarter. Exams, credible certification, proctored certification platform, no cheating, no hassle. It gives an environment. The learner could be anywhere across the globe. They can sit and give an exam because it is proctored. There is no way they can cheat or do any kind of malpractices in this environment. Again, as I say, globally recognized, ISO compliant, stackable credentials, digital verification can be verified from anywhere, and multi-exam support. Exam engine handles thousands of concurrent learners. Now that's a huge number we are looking at. Go to market support. Once you're onboarded as a partner, we provide you with co-branded assets, marketing materials, landing pages, email templates, and these are all editables. Everything is editable. The partners portal, the access that we give you, everything is provided on day one itself. LMS exam engine courseware. Demand generation, co-hosted webinars and lead generation campaigns. It happens twice a week, twice a month, sorry, once in every 15 days. Training support. We train your trainers complimentary. It's a part of the entire deal as a partner, plus faculty upskilling. Analytics dashboard track the learner ROI, outcomes, and revenue on the partner's portal directly. Regional marketing, GCC tailored messaging. The benefit is that you don't build marketing from scratch. You don't have to. Lead generation is shared, enterprise pitch is very simple, uh, and you look like a major player. AI Plus All Access is a 12-month enterprise e-learning subscription that gives you clients unlimited access to every AI Plus course, certification exam across all three readiness levels. Now, the foundation program, as I spoke about it earlier, the foundation programs, they create a shared AI language across every enterprise client. Now, foundation programs are elementary, they're important, they should be taken by everybody to understand what AI brings in onto the table from a very layman and basic perspective. When we talk about fluency, role based application tracks that drive measurable productivity across job functions. Now, if I have to talk about the fluency, it is basically that it's basically where you are getting a basic level of course availability where you can get hands on practice on all the tools. If you're enrolling in for a technical certification, you get the hands on practice. Case studies, real, real live examples of case studies across the industry. And if I talk about the mastery, advanced certifications are for specialists and leaders who need to embed AI into the daily operations as well. Like we spoke about, decision making, very important aspect. AI governance, another important aspect as well. The commercial opportunity for our partners, minimum 50 subscriptions per enterprise. Now that's how we start our journey. We onboard every partner with a minimum of 50 subscriptions per enterprise, per company, per organization, as we call it. That's what you need to invest in. One license, one per user license, zero complexity. Automatic inclusion of all new certifications released. So our partners get access to all the new product launches, all new certifications that are getting launched, and we have certifications getting launched every month, every quarter. Now these are certain certifications that we have available currently. You can look at this. You can also look at the portfolio. You can visit our website. You can look at a detailed curriculum outline as well for each and every certification that is displayed over here and the tools that we cover. You can take a look at the website as well. Okay, choosing the right partner model that matches your Middle East market strategy. Now, that's something that's extremely important. Who's it for? The training institute. Now, if I talk about the ATP, authorized training partner, training institutes, edtech platforms, skill academics, boot camps, any training company, the training company who's looking to go ahead and deliver AI upskilling for their learners can become a partner with us. Deliver certification aligned training with full instructor kits, assessments, marketing support, access bulk pricing, run cohorts under your brand, and earn revenue on every learner you certify. I will repeat myself for the last one. The last point, extremely important to be noted. Access bulk pricing, run cohorts under your brand, and earn revenue on every learner you certify. So you have an advantage of going ahead and charging the price. You buy at a particular price point from us, which is a discounted price. We also offer volume discounts. Now, when you purchase from us, as per your regional requirement, while you're going to provide a trainer, instructor, facilitator environment, be it virtually or be it on site, you charge accordingly. You know what is the paying capacity of your learner. So please go ahead, charge accordingly, and make the profit. That's the authorized training partner. We give access to everything: train the trainer, partners portal, learners portal, LMS, trainers portal, the training content, everything. You get access from day one, right? Itself. 6 weeks, and you're ready to go to the market. Now, academic alliance partner: universities, colleges, vocational institutes integrate globally aligned and blockchain certifications into your curriculum, equip faculty with training. Now, we even train your faculty here. We can upskill them, we can equip them with the right kind of knowledge, and that's in house. Now, that's basically something that comes with the deal. Then the third is the association partner, and we have a affiliate partner model, which work on more of a commission based. So there are four ways to partner. The best ones: become an authorized training partner with us today and see how you can grow your revenue. And if you have your audiences which is more aligned towards the universities and colleges, please feel free to become an academic alliance partner with us. Now, for the association partner, especially for professional associations, chambers, federations, member driven organizations, you're welcome. And for an affiliate partner at an individual level, influencers, consultants, career coaches, educators, we work on a commission basis over here. Some of our top partners who are selling worldwide, uh, and they have different, they have they have multiple locations where they are serving to. So 115K learners, 500 plus instructors, 70 plus certifications, 300 plus global partners, 90 plus countries is what we cater, and scaling very rapidly. That's the look of the partners portal. It's an entire dashboard where you can see how many students are enrolled, the how many students have attempted the exam, and how many have actually completed the certification. It's an entire dashboard format that is visible to all to the ones to basically the training partners. Now this is an admin access that you get where you can manage all your learners under the same dashboard view. This is how the partners portal looks like. Now that's the overview of the LMS, our learning management system. And that's for the learner. We have four different modalities of learning: audio, video, podcast, and ebook. These days, it's a changing time where different learners have different ways of learning. If somebody who's a reader, would like to read through an ebook. Somebody who wants to listen to an audio can listen to an audio while taking a job or while walking. And most of the newer generation, or Gen Z as we call it, we are very interested in the podcast. That's something how we want to understand and that's the best way of learning for us. Choose your way of learning and go ahead with that. Flexibility that fits every learner. Switch between different modalities depending on the context. You can video, you can podcast on the go, ebook on your mobile, or just ask the AI mentor for clarification. Join the training providers who are already the go to choice in the Middle East market. So, the stage one of how to go about it, let me explain that to you a little. Choose your AI search program, select from the role based tracks. You've seen the website, choose from the role based tracks. Is it the business category? Is it the technical category? Which one are you looking for? Tailored for Middle East enterprises, academic, and government demand. Now, we have specially kept the elements, finer elements in mind, that what kind of courses are high in demand in the Middle East region. Stage two: sign up the partnership agreement. Finalize the partnership agreement and the commercial terms while you're pre-purchasing 50 minimum 50 certifications from us. Okay. Now, these certifications that you pre-purchase or select, they come as in the form of credits to your account. You can use them, you can sell them. It's up to you. Select the delivery model. The the which one would you like to become? If your most of your learners are working professionals, feel free to become an authorized training partner in ATP. If your target audiences are more towards universities and colleges, an academic partner, and then we have association and affiliate if you are an individual contributor. Define target markets and certification portfolio. Stage 3, seamless onboarding. Once you've made the payment, the onboarding starts. Once we've cleared the payment, the onboarding will start. Now, onboarding, where we will assign you a customer success manager and a product marketing manager. They will help you in seamless onboarding and would get you the access to the entire courseware, exam engine, LMS platforms, partners portal, as we talked about. Everything you get access on day one of your onboarding itself. Stage 4, launch marketing and demand generation. While we are already ready, you have been working with the customer success manager and the partner marketing manager. They have helped you in the demand generation, in the GTM activities. Now it's time to launch. We've done the co. We already have, as I mentioned earlier, also once. We provide you with all the co-branded marketing assets, webinars, email templates. Everything is editable. You go ahead and use it on the social media. Deliver your first cohort. Flexibility. The stage 5 is instructor led cohort. It could be online, it could be hybrid. Train the trainer. We would have, while the onboarding happens in the stage 3, we are training your trainers also at that stage. So by the stage 5, your trainers are already trained. In the meantime, you can also offer self-paced learning to start generating revenue. Stage 6 and the final stage, scale to enterprise and government deals, expand to multiple certifications, corporate L&D teams. That's the go-to market we talk about. Your target audience, you can explore multiple markets. Yeah, you can go to government agencies. You can approach the enterprises. You could approach the colleges and universities. In 2026, the providers winning the Middle East AI investment to workforce readiness deals have one thing in common. They became the verified capability partner first. Verified capability comes with readiness. We provide you the content that's ready to go to the market. All you need to do is become a partner, get onboarded, start delivering as fast as possible. 6 weeks, and you're ready to get the revenue out of your market. Pick the model that fits your ambition, and we will handle the rest. So for training an academic partner, schedule your partner strategy call. For association partner, request a member benefit proposal. For affiliate partner, join an affiliate program. Thank you so much for listening to me today, guys. I hope this session was very helpful, and it and I hope it adds value in your future endeavors.
Yeah. Thank you,
Akash, are
everyone.
you there? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajat, for sharing your expertise and helping us to better understand for growing opportunities and enterprise AI across the Middle East and Africa region. So we hope today's session provided valuable insights that you can apply within your organization and business strategies. So if we were not able to answer your questions today, so please feel free to connect with our team, and we'll be helping you to continue the conversation. And thank you once again for your participation. We'll send the e-certificates to our automatic certification portal, that is Sir65. And we hope to see you again. And let's connect. You have some links in the chat. You can just book a direct call and go to our website to fill up the form. We will contact you and design your roadmap ahead. So looking forward to welcome you to our future AI Certs webinars. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.